Hey, sofrito lovers, this is Ben Ramos bringing you another mukbang from my palatial home here in the Northwest Bronx. The Bronx is the home of hip hop and salsa. I am bringing you some homemade baked ziti. Look, some delicious baked ziti. Made this baked ziti a few days ago, so I'm having leftovers, homemade leftovers for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Please forgive me. I haven't made a video in about 2 weeks. Today is Monday, my non-usual filming day. I might be changing my Wednesday filming dates because Wednesdays are starting to become challenging again. So I got Monday night free. I wasn't feeling too great most of the day, so I didn't go to work. And look, I got some ziti. Let's talk. Big ziti. Again, I made it a few days ago. Usually baked ziti doesn't have ground beef, but I didn't want to eat pasta with just cheese and vegetables, so 2 pounds of ground meat, ground sirloin, because I'm being fancy and healthy. 2 pounds of ground sirloin, two of my favorite jars, two different jars of ragu sauce, zucchini, onions, grape tomatoes, and white mushrooms. Mix it all together with some mozzarella cheese. You got baked ziti. Put it in the oven, 400 degrees, 15 to 20 minutes. Watch it. Make sure the cheese is nice and bubbly. Baked ziti a la David. It's a recipe. Usually I make pasta a la David, a recipe that my partner David likes. This is the ziti version, so he really loved it. He really liked the ziti, so I'm eating the last of it. I left him some there. He'll have one of these days he'll have another ziti lunch or a ziti dinner. So frito lovers, I'm doing great. December 9th. In about 19 days, it'll be my birthday. My birthday is on December 28th. I'm one of those close to Christmas babies. I'm not, 2 or 3 days after, 3 days after Christmas. So growing up, I used to get screwed with a happy birthday, Merry Christmas gifts. Bunch of cheapskates. But yeah, I'm a within the area, within the vicinity of Christmas babies. So getting ready for my birthday, I'm going to be turning 28. Yep. Getting older. Learning and, learning lots of lessons. Take it from someone in their late 20s. Getting older is interesting. Last couple of years, I've had to take care of people much older than myself. And it's not easy. It's not easy to have to role reverse with the elders in your life and family and take care of them, despite the fact that for years they used to take care of you. It's not the easiest thing in the world to see people age and become infirmed, and it's rough. Oh God, I sound so I'm talking about my birthday and it's so depressing. I'm sorry. I mean, I am looking forward. 28. You only turn 28 once. Birthday plans. I don't know. I'm going to be off. School ends Friday, December 20th, and we don't have to come back to school until Thursday, January 2nd. So I've got about close to 2 weeks off. I have about technically 12 days. If you include the 2 weekends in the period of time off, it's 12 days. 8 work days. But yeah, you include the 2 weekends, the weekend of the 21st and the weekend of my birthday. And it's 12 days. So it's going to be a nice stretch of time off. The city's going to be, hot and heavy with the holiday. Washing everything down with some Coke Zero. So far, the vacation is going to be a staycation here in New York City. Holidays. Traveling during the holidays is just, asking for issues. But I do well with staycations. I really do. But for my birthday, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much, honestly. There's certain things that have floated in my head about it, but I don't know. What do you think I should do? I mean, I'm a really simple guy to entertain. I really am. I don't need bells and whistles. I don't need chimes and gongs. I don't need leather and lace. I don't need diamonds and tiaras. I don't need any of that. I'm a very easy, I might tell my partner, take me to go see a movie and a nice dinner, and then I'm done. And other people would be like, oh, that's so regular, basic, and boring. And for me, I'd be like, oh, I'm so happy. Take me to a new restaurant I've never been to before, especially a restaurant I want to go to. And listen, I'm super easy to please. I really am. Seriously, folks, when I was single, I was a cheap date. You could have me. I was a cheap date. Oh, God. You could have my heart if you kept it simple. That's what I meant to say. So I don't know. Take me on a shopping spree to Staples. I know, right? Y'all thought I was gonna say something like Gucci, Versace. No, Staples. I love office supplies. I love school supplies. I don't know. Sometimes I think, is there something wrong with me? Like, why is it that other people have like these high expectations for everything and I don't? And I'm very pleased with the simplest of things. I don't need bells and whistles. I don't need things to be fancy. I don't need things to be hyper complicated, expensive, or crazy. I like simple shit. I do. I like practical gifts. I'm that guy that goes and buys new sneakers and wears them out. I don't keep them in the box for all eternity. I'm just like a very practical, on it type of guy. I like creativity, but I like simplicity more. I don't require, and don't even really like a big deal. I don't need it, don't like it, don't require it. I'm a simple man with simple tastes. And I like practicality. I'm actually at a point I'm turning 28 on the 28th, and I've started a whole process of releasing things. I don't need to have a lot in my life. I don't need a lot because I don't live a life of a lot. I don't have complications in my life. I don't have kids. I don't have like massive amounts of responsibility. I don't have insanity in my life. So it's like I don't need huge bells. Some people are like, oh, why don't you ask your partner to take you away somewhere on a cruise or something? I'm like, I don't need a cruise. All I'm gonna do is be on a big boat. I don't want to be in the ocean. I don't want to be months and days away from home. I'm a homebody. It's a challenge for me because I know other people are not like me. So trying to meet other people's expectations is hard. And I'm always trying to get them to understand that my expectations are low because I don't need a lot. Again, I don't need bells and whistles. I don't. So I'm wondering what it is that I need. What do I want to do for my birthday? And I like to plan it myself a little bit. I know that sounds like you're robbing spontaneity from people, but I like to have a say because if you're going to stress me out and make me do something I don't want to do on my birthday, then I'm going to tell you, I hate doing this. Don't plan stuff like this. And then that person gets their heart broken and gets all up in their feels and emotions about it. I don't want to disappoint anyone, but I also don't want to be like, made to fake, like, wow, I had a great time doing these 70 things on my birthday that you think I like. It's like, and then I'm honest to the point where, I think loving someone sometimes is about hurting their feelings. Being honest enough to hurt someone's feelings, that's deep. Spilled a whole bunch of ground beef all over my leg. And I'm eating it off my leg right now because it's good ground beef. Oh my God. My white undershirt has a bit, it cannot be a Ben Ramos mukbang. I need to buy a bib. I need to buy a mukbang bib. I'm going to be a 28-year-old with a bib on YouTube. So, Frito lovers, are you like me? Are you simple people? Does simplicity satisfy you? Or are you one of those people that's like, listen, if I was turning 28 like you, I'd be having a big to-do. Tell me in the comments below. You keep it simple, you keep it real, or do you need it real big? Which is it? Old age is about sometimes managing expectations. But despite the fact that I talk about how simple I am and how little I need, I also recognize and respect that sometimes you have to push and do new things, experience new things. That's why David is the gift that he is. My partner, David, my fiance. Because David has brought a lot of adventure to my life. David has made me travel, despite the fact that I'm not a big traveler. We've done, he brings a lot of adventure to my life. He likes to have big experiences. I think, he's one of those people that needs, he needs more than I do, but not that much, because David is also a homebody, and David can also be very simple, but David also has an adventure lust in him. And I think it comes from the fact that being an actor, you have to draw upon different experiences. So, you have to live life big to sometimes be able to draw upon experiences. But also his career has taken him far. There were years, I think for 4 years, I think he told me for 4, he used to work on the cruise ships, and he literally traveled the world. David talks about having seen, different parts of Latin America, Europe, Asia. As much as he can be a homebody, because David can be a homebody, he balances that off with a lot more of an adventurous streak and a need to move around than I do. I'm a lot more of a quiet adventure. He's more of a loud adventure. So, David is the type that he'll be like, let's go for the weekend and let's do this and let's do that and let's just go and do something. And I'm like, and then he'll twist my arm, I'll go, and I will enjoy it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. And when I tell him I don't, managing expectations, it can be rough. But it's okay. We communicate, we talk, we make things clear. So, again, just thinking about what it's like, what the birthday is going to be like. And it does sometimes suck when your birthday falls around the period of time of a big holiday, because the city's not exactly the same. People can be on vacation, stores can be closed. Things are in full holiday. So, but I'm thinking about it. I'm going to figure it out. I may talk to David about it. What can we do for my birthday? How am I feeling? What would I like to see? I don't want to be completely dull and boring, especially since I'm going to be sharing my birthday with David. I want to do something that satisfies my needs, but also, gives him the adventure he needs. So it'll be interesting putting it together. So, Frito lovers, I have done something very rare. I have finished my dinner in front of you. My ziti is fantastic. Listen, so Frito lovers, Go out there, go have some culinary adventures. Wish me a happy birthday, 28, turning 28 on the 28th. Go out there, go have some culinary adventures. Como siempre, mucho, 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 mucho amor.